as you can tell, this video is already a little different than my other ones. There is no vlog footage of the event, really. There just really isn't any footage, and I just wanted to come on here before it gets started and let you guys know what exactly TanaCon is/was supposed to be. So basically, TanaCon was created by a YouTuber, Tana Mojo, who has millions of followers and is very popular. And she kind of wanted to throw this convention as a rival convention to VidCon. And VidCon is a big YouTube convention that has a lot of YouTubers that come and the fans and like a lot of exhibits and whatnot. VidCon has in the past treated creators poorly, and I will link her video below. She talks about for like an hour about exactly what happened, what her experience was, and since that video came out, there have been plenty of other YouTubers who have come forward and said they had the same or similar experiences. I 100% supported her in basically boycotting VidCon and throwing this rival convention. So basically what she did was throw the convention the same weekend, a mile away from VidCon, and she invited a ton of YouTubers who are also very well known. Her whole goal was to have it be just like a fun atmosphere where like the creators could come, the fans could come, and we could all really just like hang out and, you know, just have a good time and just, you know, meet people that we love, and like the creators can meet the fans that love them, and like it was supposed to be like a really happy, like inclusive atmosphere. I watched her video. I said, fuck VidCon, like that's not cool. I'm not going to give you my money because I don't want to support a company that treats people that way. I don't even know how to explain this. So it was announced that she wanted to make her convention free or very inexpensive, and all of this was done pretty last minute. So I remember tickets went on sale on May 27th, and the options were either a free ticket or you could pay $65 and that would be a VIP ticket. So once I went online, when the tickets went on sale, the free tickets were gone. So I bought VIP because I kind of just wanted to do it anyways, and it was only $65, but you had all these things promised that you would get. So for me, it was 100% worth it. So I was like an OG ticket purchaser. Like I was there the day the tickets went on sale. I was all about it. Even before she really announced any of the YouTubers that were going, I was like, I don't care, girl, like I want to support you. You go get it. You stick it to them. Like fuck VidCon. And then like when she started announcing the creators that were who she had scheduled, I was like so excited. Like Shane Dawson, Casey Neistat, like the Vlog Squad, Nikki Blackadder, and like all these amazing YouTubers, and I was just so excited. And like I was also super excited to meet Tana just because she's like this like crazy like girl who's just like trying to live her life and have fun, and like she seems like she has such a sweetheart, and like I was just so excited to meet her and be like, thank you for doing this and making this possible, and like, you know, standing up for what you believe in. So I was very, very excited. And I think the reason people care about YouTubers so much is because when you see celebrities, you see their work and whatnot, like celebrities, like actors or singers, you see them putting on the performance, and you don't necessarily know a lot about them, like in their personal lives, except from what they choose to share in interviews. But on YouTube, I think at first a lot of people want to present like a perfect facade and like come across like, you know, funny or perfect or relatable or whatever. But then I think, especially once they're online for a while, you really do get to kind of know these people because they're sharing their lives, especially people who are vlogging. Like, you see them go through relationships and breakups and move and, you know, change and like find new things, and they're just like us. Like, why are we on YouTube? It's because we want to watch people like us, and we want to see people we can relate to. And so many of these people also talk about like mental illnesses or like depression and anxiety or like lack of self-confidence, and like you relate to these people, and the fact that they're so normal and just like us, I think that's why people care so much. Like, I genuinely just want to go like kick it with Tana, because she just seems like a fun person to go hang out with. Or like Shane Dawson, he just seems like just a fun, like they seem like people that I would want to be friends with, and like attainable, I guess. Like, you look at like, okay, Brad Pitt, like I'm never gonna go hang out with him, but like these YouTubers, they just seem so like open and like willing to welcome you into their lives that it's like I think that's why people care so much, is because like they are so open, and like you invest in them and you're rooting for them. And I think that's why it was such a disappointing weekend. I don't know, I just wanted to be a part of that. Like, I wanted to be a part of a place where we just kind of got together to celebrate like our similarities and be able to just relate to each other, and like just kind of be together and meet people who we would have similar interests. And I don't know, I don't even know how to like explain it, but I think the YouTube fandom, I guess you could call it, is a very special one. It's definitely different than some of the other types of fandoms out there. But anyways, so I was very excited and hopeful, and you know, there were some red flags here and there where everyone was kind of skeptical because it was coming together so quickly, and like, can she pull it off? Like, what's gonna happen? And I was just very optimistic the entire time. And then I remember the first day of the convention, I woke up and I was like, okay, like whatever has happened, just like be optimistic, like hope for the best. Like, it's gonna be fine. You're gonna have so much fun, and like you're gonna see so many awesome people, and like you're gonna have a great time. So with that being said, and now that you know what TanaCon is/was, I will leave you here and let you see how everything unfolded. And I will put a disclaimer that if you do not like people cursing, then this is not the video for you to watch, because I curse a lot in the next video clips, and it's because I'm very angry. So just keep that in mind. You might want to skip this if that's not your cup of tea, or if you're gonna get offended. Any complaints or criticisms and concerns that I have regarding TanaCon is nothing against Tana Mojo. I love her. I think it's amazing that she's sticking up for herself, and that she was able to throw together a convention in a month and rival VidCon and have some of like the biggest YouTube creators at her convention. And I really love her enthusiasm and her intentions of making this pretty much just a giant party where fans and creators can just hang out and have a good time. So none of what I'm saying is against her whatsoever. She's the creator, she had the idea, and she went to these companies to help her realize it and help her make it happen. So my criticisms will be for Good Times Live, who is, I guess kind of like the production company of the event, and is the one actually throwing the event. For VIP, it says you get everything that like the general admission gets, and you also get gift bags, private meetup groups, fast passes for meetups, exclusive content and personalized messages from creators via text, private signing opportunities, private panels, private Q&As, a personal picture, and more. So it is currently June 18th, Monday, the week of TanaCon, and we hadn't really heard anything about reserving meetup groups or the schedule or anything like that until last week. So then last week the schedule was released. I believe it was released on Thursday or something like that. Let me see. On the schedule it has Friday and Saturday, everything listed, there's nothing listed as like for VIP only or like private on the schedule. Everything just seems like what all the attendees are going to be able to attend. So apparently somewhere on the website it said that for VIPs to book their meetup groups, they would have to be at the Anaheim Marriott Hotel Thursday, the day before the convention starts, by 4 p.m. to register for their meetup groups. I don't know where this information came from. Apparently it was on the website, but this entire time we've received no notifications via email or text. If you're throwing an event, you send out professional notifications via email because everyone signs up for tickets with their email, so you know everyone has an email address. Not everyone has a Twitter, and not everyone's checking the website like 24/7 for whenever they choose to post updates. So people start complaining on Twitter, and all this is happening at like 10 p.m. on Saturday evening, like a week before the convention. So this past Saturday, like 10 p.m., people started blowing up Twitter saying, hey, this isn't fair, like my flights don't even get in until later that Thursday night or Friday morning, like we can't make it, that's not fair, that's not fair, that's not fair, do it online. So then Tana's like, okay, like I'm sorry, I'm trying to work it out, whatever. And so then the solution came about at 1 a.m. Sunday morning, yesterday. She tweets that, okay, we'll be doing meetup groups, registration online at 10 a.m., 9 hours from now. This entire time, I'm asleep. So then I wake up Sunday morning at a reasonable hour, and I get ready for the day, and then I go and I sit down and I look at Twitter, and I realize, oh, okay, meetup groups are all of a sudden live for registration? Like, what the fuck? Like, when did this happen? So it's like 10:20, 10:30. So I go on the website to look at the meetup groups, and a bunch of, like, of course the most popular meetup groups are sold out. What happened was these registrations were supposed to only be for people with VIP tickets. But instead, the registration ended up being open to everybody. And apparently, you were only allowed to make one reservation for one meetup group. But that notice didn't go out until after the tickets were already released for the meetups. So the first people that went to register for meetups registered for all the meetups that they wanted. And then they were notified that if you sign up for multiple meet and greets, all of your orders will be voided and you have to go and re-register for one meetup group. The problem with this is that by the time all these people's orders are voided, the meetup groups they were trying to get are sold out. And for anyone who was not VIP, they were still able to order the meet and greets, but then their orders would be voided out once it was confirmed that they're not VIP. So the problem with this is you have all these voided orders that are still out there, meaning that these meet and greets are still showing up as sold out. So Good Times is telling us to just keep refreshing because as they clear up the issues, more tickets will become available. So I went on there and I'm still refreshing, like just seeing what becomes available. As soon as something becomes available, it's immediately sold out. Whole thing's ridiculous. There's no notification that they finished going through the orders, so we don't know if these meet and greets are actually sold out or if we're still waiting for them to finish going through the orders, and there's a possibility of getting a spot in these meet and greets. We're hearing, oh, don't worry if you don't get a register for your meet and greet, you're still going to be able to meet everyone that you want to meet. There are going to be additional meet and greets, you're going to have a chance to sign up when you get there, and then we're also being told that, it's fine, the creators will be walking around the convention, you can meet them wherever. And there has still been no specifics about the VIP private meetups. I don't know if these meetups we're signing up for are the private meetups. If they're the public meetups and we're just signing up ahead of time to get, be sure we're getting in. No clarification whatsoever. People are just frustrated because we want answers of things and all we're getting is, don't worry about it, it'll be fine. It's like, okay, well how? You need to let us know. And yeah, a lot of these tickets are free or $65, but there are also people flying in from across the country and spending way more than that to get here for this event, and they're not getting any information, but I was super excited for the convention because I was like, yeah, like, you know, I'm gonna meet everyone and I'm gonna get to have all these cool experiences as a VIP, and like I'm not gonna really have to stress about things, but I'm still pretty stressed. And yeah, I'm not as excited as I once was because this whole thing went down as such a mess that I don't really know what to expect for the actual convention once we get there. And again, like I said before, nothing against Tana whatsoever. I love that she's doing this. It's more so the people, the professionals that throw conventions for a living and events like this for a living that aren't guiding her properly and handling her convention properly. So it is currently Tuesday, June 19th, the week of TanaCon, and the response I have gotten as far as what Perks VIP gets, which again are private meetups, photo ops, autographs, and fast pass, skip the line passes for other meet and greets. So what I got in a response was that the meetups that we reserved online are those private meet and greets, and that we are not able to go to any other meet and greets. And if we have fast passes for meet and greets, like, what's the point of that if we can't go to any other ones? Once you start asking, like, questions, kind of calling them out on their shit, they stop responding to you. So now the question is, what's the point of fast passes? And why did Tana say we could have multiple meet and greets and Good Times is telling us we can't? Kind of, like, dumb how upset I am about this, but like I was so excited and like I want this to go so well, and like it's just upsetting because like I can't afford to be going to things right now because I'm not working, and $65 isn't necessarily a lot of money. It depends on who you are, but I paid the money because I wanted the chance to like meet all of my favorites, and that's kind of what she branded this whole convention as, is, you know, come meet your faves and like creators meeting their fans, and it just doesn't seem like it's really gonna be like that. There's also just such a bitter taste in my mouth now for the whole thing that like I feel like it's gonna kind of ruin my experience. It's disappointing when you're promised all this stuff and like you're so excited for the experience you were promised, and then the week of the event you're being told otherwise, and no one has the respect to respond to you or make proper announcements or, you know, give proper updates on anything. So it's just disappointing. And it's kind of scary because now I don't really know what to expect when I get there, safety-wise or like organization-wise, and yeah, so we'll see how it goes. Hey guys. It's now Wednesday, June 20th, 2 days before TanaCon begins. And yes, I am in another face mask. So apparently, so no one ever answered the question of what fast passes were for that were included in the VIP ticket. Then I checked the website. Fast passes are nowhere on the website anymore. No longer listed as included in a VIP ticket. So I'm like, okay, there aren't any fast passes because there aren't any other regular meetups. There are just VIP private meetups that you have to register for online. Because that is what I was told by this organization. So now, apparently, they sent out an email, Good Times, but not everyone got the email. Some people got the email, it went to other people's spam. I didn't get an email. They didn't announce they were sending out an email. They were so quick to be on Twitter to announce every other important thing, but not this. I'm literally shaking right now because I'm so fucking mad and over all of this. Meetups are open to everyone on a first come, first served basis unless you pre-registered online for a meetup. All meetup lines begin outside. You will only be allowed to line up 30 minutes before the scheduled meetup time. As you know, Tana promised all VIP pass holders a fast pass to meet their creators. To best accommodate everyone, the meetup you pre-registered for is your fast pass to meet that specific creator that you registered for. You will be able to access the fast pass line for that meetup, which will have first priority over standby to meet your creator. But due to time constrictions, we cannot guarantee that you will be able to meet the creator. What the fuck? So, let's break this down. VIPs, you get private meet and greets. You get a fast pass for other meetups. You get personal signings, photos, just opportunities. Spend $65. Wait, you only get to register for one meetup per ticket. So if you want multiple tickets or multiple meetups, you need to buy an additional ticket, which I fucking did. I now have 2 tickets to get into 2 meet and greets because they fucking said that you could only go to 1. So now I've spent $130 and I was told by the CEO's assistant, let's read it. So, Sydney Monroe of Good Times. I said, for VIP, we're supposed to be getting private meetups and photos and signings, but none of that is on the schedule. When will we get that information? She says, that's what meetup reservations are for, all of those things. I say, we were also told we could sign up for more on site. How does that work? Do we need to show up early on Friday for a chance to get more? She says, each VIP ticket comes with 1 private meet and greet. Creators will be walking around all weekend to try to meet more people outside of their meetup groups. They're so excited to meet you. So then, someone else asks on Twitter, hey, Good Times, is there general meetups the non-VIP people can get into? Good Times says, if creators choose to organize their own meetup, free ticket holders are welcome to join. Which means no, unless the creators decide to organize their own. But now the meetups are open to everybody, so what exactly am I getting for my $65 VIP ticket besides a gift bag? Nothing. So I could have paid $0, skipped out on a gift bag, and still be able to go to all these meet and greets. I did not have to buy an additional VIP ticket for an additional meet and greet because I could go to the other meet and greet if I wanted to. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Thank you. Thank you for saying everything so misleading. Oh, and now that I spent $130 for 2 meet and greets, basically is what I paid for, I'm not even guaranteed to get in because now you're letting everyone in. That's fucking sick, dude. Like, you can't sell something and then not give the person you sold it to what you advertised you're selling. That's illegal.
Refund! 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 Refund!
I've been in line now for about 4 or 5 hours. They stopped letting people in. Apparently it's canceled for today, and no one's telling us anything. So now everyone just kind of mobbed the front, and we don't know what's going on. Hey guys, welcome to my TanaCon Day 1 rant / mukbang. So we got an email last night with details about the event. And we were told that registration began at 6. The event began at 10. To show up early because there would probably be a line. The convention's in Anaheim. I live about 2 hours away from there. Head down there whenever because I don't want to get there at 6 because there's probably going to be the most people. So I figured I'd get there around 9 or 10 and hopefully the line was gone or down. Before I leave around 7:45, I checked Twitter because I've been stalking the TanaCon keywords / hashtags this entire week. So I checked Twitter and people are saying like, hey, we've been in line since 6 and we haven't moved, like what's going on? Other people are saying like, you know, security keeps telling us it's gonna be like another 10 or 15 minutes, but you know, we're still not moving. So I'm like, okay, this is not bode well for this convention. And I have my Twitter notifications on, and I see people tweeting like, hey, it's been 3 hours, we haven't moved, what's going on? This is not good, but I'm still like an hour out, so, you know, maybe they'll move before I get there. So I finally get down there. I park illegally at Target. It's 2-hour parking, otherwise you get towed. So I'm thinking, okay, let me just park here, go grab my badge, and then I can repark later. So I go, and I start walking around to the back, and there's a line. And then I keep walking to try to find the end of the line. The line wrapped around this parking lot, I'm not even kidding you, at least 6 times. At least 6 times. And normally at a convention, when you're going to have lines, especially outside, you block off the parking lot. You have barricades. You have ropes. You have something indicating where the line is, how the line should form. And it's never in an active parking lot because that is unsafe. So this is the active hotel parking lot where only the very front section by the registration tables has barricades and is blocked off. The rest of it is just open. So we're in this active parking lot, and there are cars going back and forth. So I finally find the end of the line. Seems like the line is moving. I'm like, all right, that's fine. At least it's moving. So we're moving. And after about hour 2, the frequency in which we moved slowed down. So then, hour 3, I'm even closer to the front, but it's still moving way slower. Hour 4, security comes by on a golf cart and says, hey, we're planning on getting you guys in 30 minutes. And I look around and I'm like, that's fucking bullshit, but okay. Hour 4.5, let's say. I'm pretty much at the front. I can see the registration flags and the tables, and I think it's going to be okay, and I'm finally gonna get in. Hour 5, I get to the front-ish area. Nothing's happening. So between hours, I would say I'll say like between hours 4 and 5, we're seeing tweets from people inside saying, hey, the fire department's here, the cops are here, they're kicking everyone out, no one's being let in because it's at capacity, they overbooked it, like no one's getting in, they're kicking us out. So we have no idea what's going on because not once did anyone from the organization come out and let us know what the fuck was going on. So then it's like hour 5.5-ish outside. No shade. They came around with water once after we had already been waiting for 4 hours. So people in the back of the line literally just start mobbing to the front, rushing the gates, rushing to the front. So all of a sudden we're surrounded by people. People are like yelling. They had like the goodie bags set out and people are like throwing things from the goodie bags to the crowd. One of the CEO of Good Times, his assistant, stood up to make announcements. No one could ever hear what she was saying. So we're all like, what the fuck is going on? So then she gets up to make an announcement again, and her announcement is, hey, I see that some people are over there stealing badges. Please don't do that, because then we're not going to have enough badges to give to the people who paid for them. Why the fuck are the badges for the VIP people just sitting out on a table where anyone can steal them and they are being unattended? Like, what are you doing? Like, how is that even a possibility? Like, why is no one watching them? Why are they somewhere in a safe location? Like, what? And so then she's standing there and like, we're yelling, what the fuck is going on? And so then she stands up again and she makes this announcement.
Tomorrow the event will continue. It will be here, and we booked another venue a block away that will hold thousands and thousands of people. Okay? Continue with that. If you registered already, you have your badges, hopefully the badges that you paid for. If you have them around your neck, you will be able to get in right away. There will be none of these lines. There will be none of these lines over here at all. If you did not register yet and you were in line all day and have not got this badge, we were working on tweeting and emailing times that you can come back and get these badges tonight, or you can get them tomorrow. We will tweet and email times. Please follow either the Good Time Show or Tana. Somebody will tweet it out. And you will have
her new video.
One more thing.
For real.
We are beyond, this is literally crazy to look at. I know our team at Good Times and Tana and the rest of the big creators poured their heart and souls into this event.
Not enough!
Okay, that's fair. Your feelings are valid. We understand your frustration, but I can speak on behalf of the creators and our team that we put so much work into this event to make it possible and for you to meet your favorite creators. And I apologize it did not go as planned today.
Just because you wanted to outdo
We are going to do
VidCon.
everything in our power tomorrow to make that happen.
And let Tana know it's not easy
So
running a
excited to
convention,
meet
is
you,
it?
and we're going to do whatever it takes to make it happen. If your meetup was today and it got canceled, it will resume tomorrow. You will still get to meet that person that you reserved. We will, like I said, the live schedule will be posted and you will know the locations.
Quantity over quality.
We're all kind of just standing around like, are you serious? Like, we're just supposed to go home and wait for further instructions? I understand that Tana herself has never thrown a convention, but Good Times has. And I guarantee you, all of us and the people involved in planning this event have attended conventions and have seen how they work and how they're supposed to run. So what I don't understand is when they saw that there was such a ridiculous line, why wouldn't you have someone walking through the line making important announcements and keeping us up to date on things? Walk through the line and say, hey, you guys have your tickets, right? All right. Or maybe figure out some way to mobilely check them in by walking through the line to expedite the process. Now, the capacity issue. So, we are getting different claims about how many people the convention can hold. Well, not even the convention center because it's at a hotel. How many people the ballroom and the conference rooms can hold. How many people they actually sold tickets to and how many people were actually lined up. So, we're hearing that the convention area in the hotel can hold up to 1,000 people. Tana says that they only sold 5,000 tickets, but 20,000 people showed up. Any way you look at it, the math is incorrect, and I highly doubt that 15,000 people just showed up without a ticket. And of course, there is the theory that there were no free tickets and that all the tickets were actually VIP. If there were free tickets, that there were a very, very small amount of free tickets. The other issues are the meetups and the goodie bags. Those were pretty much the only things that we had as VIP members. So for the goodie bags, Tana had tweeted that she was working so hard on the goodie bags and that they were going to be worth 4 times the amount that we paid for VIP. So VIP was $65. 4 times that is about $240, $250, let's say. These goodie bags were those cheap little like fabric drawstring backpacks that you get. Inside, you got stickers, a condom, a rubber bracelet, and a little like TanaCon sticky for your phone. In what world does that equate to $250 value? The other thing is the meetups. We're hearing that the capacity for the meet and greets is about 300 people, and they were letting up to 500 people register per meet and greet, so that's like 200 people right there that registered that were not actually guaranteed to meet the creators, and that would not meet them. And when we were registering, or we showed up there to pick up our badges, there was no separate line for VIP, there was no separate line for general admission, and there was no separate line for people who were trying to purchase tickets, who didn't get a ticket ahead of time. So you might be noticing something different about my appearance. So I'm always covering myself in sunscreen if I'm going out and I know I'm going to be out in the sun all day. I was not aware that I was going to be standing in an asphalt parking lot with no shade for 5.5 hours. So I did not have sunscreen on or with me. So this happens. and it is very painful, and I'm very red. And considering I might have to wait outside again tomorrow, and I'm going to Warped Tour on Sunday, does not make me feel very good about the safety of my skin. So I will definitely be bringing sunscreen and reapplying very frequently. And honestly, at this point, getting a refund is just, it's just not quite enough. Like, getting my money back still doesn't make up for everything else. It doesn't make up for the 130 miles that I drove today, the sunburn, the damage to my skin, the waste of my day. And I'm just like not even the worst case scenario. People flew here, people traveled across the country, people spent thousands of dollars to get out here to not even get in. And that's just unacceptable. Hey guys, so it is the morning of June 22nd. So what would have been day 2 of TanaCon. So last night I was going through the Twitter, and it was basically just a bunch of excuses and promises, and how it ended was Tana saying that they found a larger venue that could hold 20,000 people, and she was going to make sure that everyone got in and everyone got to meet all the creators and all this stuff. That was probably at like, I don't even know when that tweet happened, but it was sometime in the evening after her Instagram live. So then I kept looking and waiting for updates, and then around like 1 a.m., like no updates were given, so I went to bed. I woke up and there was a tweet from Tana at like 4 a.m. saying that she was in a meeting, figuring everything out and figuring out the venue situation and all that stuff. And then at like 6 a.m., Good Times tweeted out a memo saying that the event is canceled and that there would be further announcements at 1:30 p.m. So people were already at the hotel in line waiting for day 2 because Good Times did not notify people really with any sort of reasonable notice. So yeah, so people were at the hotel. I think people might still be at the hotel waiting. I know there are cops there turning people away. So I don't know what the announcement is going to be at 1:30, why they're making everyone wait until the afternoon to make this announcement. But as of now, the whole event is canceled, and yeah, everyone's really upset. Hey guys, so final updates. We've been given a few different responses as far as refunds are concerned. So in the original cancellation memo, Good Times gave us one email to send to, and then Tana said that she would be refunding people's travel expenses personally, and then Good Times never made that 1:30 p.m. announcement, by the way. But the next day they made an announcement saying that if we wanted our refunds, we now had to go on the website and fill out a claim form, and that it would take about 30 days for us to receive our refunds, and that pretty much they are refunding everyone out of their own pockets. So I sent an email to the original email address provided, no response, and then I also sent the 2 claim forms for my 2 tickets, and no response. So I have no idea what's going to happen or how long the refunds will take, and I just personally don't see Tana being financially able to refund everyone's travel arrangements, because that is financial suicide. So I have no idea how all of that's going to be taken care of. That's pretty much where we're at, and I'm going to end this here, and whatever happens, happens. I'll probably just do updates in the comments as time goes by to see if we do get the refunds and whatnot. So I'll keep you guys updated down below, but that is all for now. Thank you for watching my crazy rant and week worth of frustration. All right, bye guys.